Hey guys, my name is Sasmiu and welcome to my YouTube channel. Alright, so I've been using the Logitech MX Master 3S mouse for quite some time now. And this mouse speaks silence. So in the box, the first thing you notice is the mouse. I mean, if the mouse wasn't there, what do we call that? Logitech. Anyway, next to the mouse is the Logitech dongle, and it is well known that if you want to have better and stable connections with your wireless mouse and wireless keyboard, use the dongle if they have one. But honestly, I've not had the best experience with this one. More on that later. Like most devices out there, this mouse comes with a manual and a Type-C charging cable, which has this Velcro to keep it organized when not in use. And that is about what you get in the box. Keeping it eco-friendly. And right on the top view, there is an M-Logi on the left click button, and on the front view, there is your Type-C charging port. And this is a scroll wheel, which also acts as a button, like almost every mouse out there. But this is not your regular scroll wheel, because this scroll wheel can scroll up to 1,000 lines per second. And that is about 250 times faster than the default scrolling speed, which is at 4 lines per second. And it is also precise enough to stop the instant you stop the scroll wheel. For more accurate and precise scrolling, you just hit this rectangular button behind the scroll wheel, and the scroll wheel gives you this sort of like a tactile feedback indicating it's scrolling a line per second. And if you want to go back to free scroll, just hit that button again and you can go Forrest Gump there. So on the left side of the mouse is your horizontal scroll wheel. Next to that is your LED indicator for when the mouse is charging or turned on. And below that is a forward and backward button, which becomes handy most often than not. One of the most helpful buttons on this mouse that I have actually made good use of is this button right on the thumb rest. I do open different applications on my computer that I switch to every now and then. And how I navigate with my keyboard is by pressing and hold the control key and navigating with the left and right arrow keys. Now, that is not very helpful given that I have many applications open, and what if the one that I want to switch to is at the very end? By pressing this button, I get a preview of all the applications that I have open, and I can easily select the one that I want to use. So yeah, I can proudly say I am making good use of this button. So underneath the mouse, you get your power switch button with this red and green color indicating the mouse is off or on respectively, and this is your device switch button. You see 1 2 3 because this mouse can connect up to 3 devices simultaneously, and if you want to switch between those devices, you can use this button to switch between them easily. Or you can use the USB dongle, the Logi Bolt USB receiver. And I mentioned that I haven't had the best experience with this dongle. It is because I had it connected to my docking station, and for the first 3 hours it worked seamlessly, and then it started lagging. Then I switched to Bluetooth. That worked fine, and it wasn't until later I removed the USB receiver from my docking station and then connected directly to my computer. I realized my docking station had the problem and not the mouse. So yeah, it really works fine. This mouse is made with graphite material, and a huge portion of it looks matte, and on the side and bottom you have this slightly brighter material. I do use this mouse a lot, so I'm starting to see fingerprints, but they're barely noticeable, and honestly I'm digging the aesthetics of this mouse, and also it matches with my keyboard, the Keychron K8CKL. The standard DPI dots per inch for mice out there is around 800, and that is good enough for your average computer user. This mouse can go up to 8,000 DPI, and if you didn't know, that is insane for a mouse far up the spectrum of gaming mice. You can program this mouse buttons with the Logitech Options Plus software. You can also adjust your scrolling speed and the mouse sensitivity, which is the DPI. And you can also switch the left and right click button if you want to mess with someone that uses a computer. But honestly, this would have been helpful if they actually had a left-handed version, which I don't think they do. So underneath the mouse, you have these rubber-like materials which prevent the mouse from gliding on surfaces. And my guess is the question that they ask themselves is, how can we make this mouse free from gliding on most surfaces yet maintaining the user's ability to move it freely? If that was one of your goals, mission accomplished, Logitech. Logitech did claim that this mouse lasts up to 70 days on full charge, but I only charge it every once in a while, so that might be accurate. And if graphite is not your color or thing, they also have a black and pale gray versions. So make a good choice because this mouse goes for $100. So pay close heed to what you choose. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you guys in the next video. Cheerio.